or if it's Lingard on the right, might have to just tuck in and come and help out in the middle of the park a little bit. When United get the ball, I imagine they're going to have to get it wide to the two high wide players in them attacking positions. I think it's going to be very congested in the middle of the park. Southampton will like to rat around and work hard in there and make it hard for United to try and play through the middle. So I definitely think we're going to have to get the ball wide this weekend. The other potential is I don't think it is going to happen, but we have to kind of cover it. There is a potential that Fred could potentially come and drop into the middle of the park with McTominay and playing that two alongside him, with Pogba playing in that cam role, maybe pushing him up slightly further in the absence of Martial, and knowing we're going to have to shuffle that front three. Would it be the right time to do it? Probably not, because I know Ollie's going to be feeling the pressure. If United don't get a result on the weekend, it's going to be pressure on big time. And then we've got some big games as well coming up in Leicester, West Ham and Arsenal. All very tricky fixtures. So if United need to get 3 points, I think he will be keeping that spine of the team the same as much as possible, in my opinion. If there's anything you guys agree or disagree on or want to cover about the tactics for Saturday's game, jump into the comment section. I will be coming to come and have a chat with you guys very, very shortly as well. United's attacks will definitely be starting from the back. Maguire, Lindelof, in the Palace game, that they were in the top 3 United players for most passes completed. So that shows you United had loads of the ball along that back line. The only problem was it was very slow, it was very laboured, there was no tempo to our kind of play. So one thing I think Ollie needs to drill into Lindelof and Maguire, as good as it is, having the ball at the back, playing out from the back, it looks really tidy, it looks really pretty and all of that, but it needs to be done with a little bit of a bit of a pace to it, a bit of a tempo to it. When it's slow and it's laboured, it gives the opposition time to set up and make it tricky to break down. So they're going to have to move the ball out a lot quicker from the back. Going into a few facts here, 3 facts for you guys for thoughts going into this game. United have kept just 1 clean sheet in their last 14 Premier League games. That was in the 4-0 victory against Chelsea on the opening day. And we've shipped 22 goals in that time, scoring just 19 in return. So as you can see, United have been shipping a lot more goals, and then scoring goals in the last 14 games. Obviously, Maguire's only just come in for 3 of them games, so let's hope he can make a big positive impact on that. But the biggest thing is these goals in return. We've not come in and brought any strikers. Martial's now gone out injured, so he's going to be affected a little bit with a kind of break in his run of form. Is Rashford going to step up this weekend? Let's see. In all competitions, Manchester United have won more away games at St Mary's against Southampton than any other side, and that's 10 wins. So it's obviously a happy place for United to go to over the years. Hopefully they can get 3 points and back on track this weekend. Manchester United have failed to score more penalties than any other team in the Premier League history. That's 37 penalties out of 144, with Pogba and Marcus Rashford missing. With Marcus Rashford missing United's last 2 spot kicks in the competition. For me, Rashford should just stay kind of as penalty taker. I think, it must have played on his mind a little bit that he scored one in the opening day. Then there was the whole Pogba saga, and Gary Neville made a massive thing over it on Sky Sports News. Then the following game, we get a penalty, and typically Rashford misses it, and he's probably thinking Pogba's standing behind him thinking, I told you, you know better than me at penalties. And I think that maybe played on his mind a little bit. But I think if we do get one, I think, look, he's got nerves of still to go and kind of, take it again. I don't think it'll affect him. Penalties are just, look, they're pot luck, and I think he struck it well, almost too well, when it crashed back off the post against Crystal Palace. Right, going into Peaky's prediction for this weekend, as I said, I imagine Southampton to come out of the blocks very, very fast, get into the faces of United players, make it hard for United to string 4, 5, 6 passes together, because they know if United get into a bit of a rhythm, if they let us have the ball, and we will try and dictate play for as much as we can, and I do imagine them to really come at us. I think it's going to be a tricky fixture. I can't, unfortunately, see United picking up all 3 points. I think we'll walk away from St Mary's with 1 point. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I think United might score first, but then I think we might kind of get pushed back, sit back a little bit as Southampton push on as the game goes on, and I can see them nicking a goal for a 1-1 draw. And as I said, the game, I imagine it to play out how I said. I think it will be Rashford getting on the score sheet for United, and I imagine I can see somebody like Ings maybe getting on the score sheet for Southampton as well. Just coming into the comment section for today for the first time, so thank all of you guys for joining in with us. on today's show as well. Also, guys, if you haven't, just before I do come into the comment section, make sure you join us over on kind of Instagram and all of the rest of the things, just to join our matchday vlogs as well. So we've got a few guys jumping in here as well who were just saying, hi mate, I liked it when I met you before the Palace game. That's Joe Sween, who would have caught up with Pav before the United game. We've got King Frank. He's going with 3-0 to United, so he's feeling quite confident and positive. Simply Sofas. Good morning, Peaks. Without Pav, it's not the same. Get him on the phone if possible. Intelligent lad he is. Always look forward to hearing from him. Simply Sofas. Pav is here. He is in the vicinity. He is just taking control of all of the technicality of this show and putting it all together. But don't worry, he's not going anywhere. He will be jumping on the matchday vlogs. Also, what we are looking to introduce after the game this weekend is player predictions with Pav and myself. So as the fan cams go up after Saturday's game, look out for our player ratings after the game on a Saturday with Pav and myself outside St Mary's, and we're buzzing to be back on the road together this weekend. Lyle says, yo, Peaky, why are we so unsettled as a fan base? I just want to touch on this actually, because I had a bit of a conversation last night on WhatsApp with Unofficial Pundit, who runs some stuff as well, his Instagram pages and bits and bobs. As a fan base, we are absolutely unsettled. It is divided, and there is a lot of friction between fans. You've got half of the fan base, or 70% of the fan base, who are saying Ollie is tactically inept. He's not the man for the job. He needs to go. Another 20% are sort of saying, no, we've got to stick with him. We've got to buy into his project. And the other 10% are just like, well, fuck it, I'm not having this anymore. The Glazers are doing my nutting. We need to get him out of the club. There is a massive divide, and it is a massive concern for me as a fan base when it becomes so split. There is massive problems at the football club, but maybe we will introduce that into maybe next week's podcast or another segment of the show, because I think it is a topic definitely worth highlighting for sure. So great question, but guys, listen, thank you all for joining us on the match preview. If you're not watching this live, jump into the comment section, as we always do our best to keep up to date and come back to you with our comments as well. Just before I sign out, don't forget to check out the link of Duck and Cover in the description of this video. Fantastic 30% offer for you guys using the code word Peaky30. Go and check out that range. That offer won't last for long, so make sure you go and take advantage of it and kick yourselves out just like us guys, feeling on point, looking on point, bringing you guys all the latest United content. Hope you're enjoying it. Hit the subscribe button, join the road to 7k, give this video a big thumbs up, and we'll be catching you guys back again tomorrow.